All right, so today was a big day for the future of baseball in Oakland. There was a vote for the Alameda County. It was a non-binding vote, but it was a big vote, and yeah, it was a very long meeting for whether or not Alameda County should be involved with this process. And it passed, so I'm very happy with that. Obviously, still a lot of steps needed to be, made until Howard Terminal can be a real thing. Just before I get into this, isn't this a great fit right here? You got the stadium and you got stay in Oakland. I think that's a great combination, if you ask me. But yeah, it was 4-1. Hobart, Valle, Chan, and Miley were in support of it, and Carson was not. So it was 4-1, and progress has definitely been made on this. I mean, you look at the timeline because obviously Dave Kaval and the A's have publicly stated that after the World Series is over, sometime in November, they're going to release the Las Vegas sites. And I don't really feel intimidated by that. I mean, if this is a new stadium, Oakland is here and Vegas is here. It's like they're not making much progress in comparison to us. And the environmental impact report will probably be out by the end of 2021, and the development agreement probably early 2022. So the binding city council and port votes by the county, we don't know when that's exactly going to be, but it'll probably be determined soon. So, I mean, it's very, very good for the A's in Oakland that this was passed. And obviously, it's important because Alameda County, they're ultimately, overseeing this. And I think going forward with this allows the project to proceed very smoothly, at least I hope. Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf said it was a historic action that creates a clear path to keep the A's rooted in Oakland and build a world-class waterfront ballpark district that will benefit Bay Area residents for generations. And I wholeheartedly agree. This stadium, it would single-handedly change Oakland. And if you don't realize that, if you still don't realize that now, then you got to go look over the facts because there were a lot of people. This was a very long meeting. It was hours and hours. I listened to most of it, and there were a lot of people that just simply didn't get it. There were people that were talking about how tax money is at stake and how Oakland citizens are being robbed by the A's if this stadium is being built. That's not true. This isn't the Raiders, right? And, even the Raiders plan was different. So I think this is definitely good. I don't think, the A's surveying these spots in Vegas isn't really a big deal. I think the parallel path thing, although I think it's stupid, I think it is true. I think the A's are farther ahead in Oakland than they are in Las Vegas because progress is being made here. With that being said, I think, there are a lot of unknowns still, but I also think that this stadium, is kind of reliant on outside help because Oakland politicians kind of have proved they can't really reach agreements with the A's on their own. And I think the county being involved is important. And I think also, offsite infrastructure and all that is still being considered. So, we're definitely going to see the next couple of months are going to be very interesting for this. I just hope we can get clear-cut progress on this stadium right here because it is beautiful. And if you can't realize, there are a lot of people still, for whatever reason, that are against Howard Terminal and want the A's to either leave Oakland or just build at the Coliseum. And both of those plans are just asinine because, the East Oakland Stadium Alliance was on this panel. And for those of you that don't know, the East Oakland Stadium Alliance is kind of this faulty, really weird organization that wants to keep the A's in East Oakland, where the Oakland Coliseum currently is, for community benefits. And this group is funded by the San Francisco Giants because we all know the San Francisco Giants do not want the A's to build Howard Terminal because if the A's build Howard Terminal, then they're putting, business is at stake, right? This stadium is very similar to the Giants stadium in terms of location and whatnot, and a lot of East Bay residents and people that have to cross the Bay Bridge in order to go to Giants games might end up going to A's games because it'll be a lot more convenient and the stadium will be equally, at least hopefully, as nice. So this group is basically trying to use propaganda to persuade citizens to be against Howard Terminal. But in reality, we all know that Howard Terminal is a lot nicer than the Coliseum site. And quite honestly, if the A's were going to build in a parking lot, maybe Las Vegas wouldn't be that bad, right? Because that's where they would build there. That's what makes Howard Terminal so special. It's the waterfront, and currently that site isn't being used. So there's no port really at stake, because for the fact of the matter is, it's a toxic waste zone right there, right now. Howard Terminal it's nothing there. It's rubble, it's parked trucks, it's nothing there. The sky is the limit for this project, and I think that's what a lot of these Alameda people are realizing now. And so, yeah, there you go. That's pretty much it, guys. The vote has passed, so I guess a summary of this doesn't mean the stadium is getting built necessarily. I think could be a misconception, but it means it's going to proceed. It means that we're taking a step in the right direction, and it's definitely a positive. There's nothing negative. I mean, crossing my fingers, that's coming out of this. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on this. I'll see you guys later, and yeah, see you guys later. Peace out.